Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the very first time, my name is TMR and over here we talk reactions and reviews. What's good, everyone? Hello to all my sis and bros, and now that I have your attention, make sure before you leave you subscribe to this YouTube channel, and most definitely make sure you click the notification bell. They do go hand in hand, so therefore every time I drop a new video, you'll be the first one to know it. Hey everybody, I'm in day 2 of the quarantine lockdown, and y'all, I have yet another emergency. Okay, I need to make me a quick Walmart run to get me some of these. Yes, I most definitely have to get me some Starburst jelly bean duos. Okay, this is an emergency. As you can see, they gone. Okay, so you guys, jelly beans are by far one of my favorite candies, but I only like the flavored ones, like Starburst, Jolly Rancher. They got Sweet Tarts, but these right here, you guys, oh my god. So basically what they are, that's why they're called duos. They're 2-in-1 flavor. Flavors are Grapeade, Tropical, Cherry Splash, Watermelon, Strawberry, Peach, Banana Berry. Oh my god, they are delicious, y'all. They are so delicious. So these are at Walmart for $2.50. If you are in a position where you can't leave your home, you most definitely can order them on Walmart's website. You do know Walmart has Instacart, so you can have your groceries brought to you. If you guys are not familiar with that, Instacart is still working because they consider it an essential, because it's bringing food to people. So you guys, it's 13 servings per container, so for every 13 it's 100 calories. If you are a jelly bean lover like myself, most definitely go get you some. And if you didn't know this, what tastes so good with jelly beans are salted peanuts. It's like that sweet and sour taste. Oh my god, y'all, delicious. All right, you guys, so of course we got another reaction video. Your girl got her coffee. I hope you got your drink. We in the car today, although it's not moving, but that's okay. We gonna act like it is, okay? So today, y'all, I wanted to talk about a channel that I have talked about before on here. I haven't talked about them in a while. Channel names are called Life of KIARA and Peace and Equality. And if you're not familiar, Life of KIARA and Peace and Equality are married, but they're separated. They separated, y'all, about 2 years ago, okay? And for the past 2 years during their separation, they basically been living their separation, their disagreements, arguments out on YouTube. So you guys, here recently, just in the last couple of days, Desmond, which is the man's name on Peace and Equality, he has been doing a lot of lives, okay? A lot of lives from his channel where he's been asking people to call in to give their thoughts and opinions. So I thought that was kind of strange. You know, I'm thinking, why would you want people's thoughts and opinions on your marriage? But here go mine, okay? You are a Life of KIARA fan, and look, you guys, let me say this. At the end of the day, I always am for the woman, okay? Because I am a woman, but I'm also for what is right, right? So based off my understanding, Life of KIARA and Desmond was married, I think, like maybe 5 years or something like that. They have 2 children, and Life of KIARA felt like, oh, and they also have Desmond has an older son, okay? So they have 3 children collectively. Desmond is also in the military. So they lived in Alaska and then they moved to Texas. And that's where Desmond lives now. KIARA lives in Virginia. KIARA decided around the end of 2018 that she didn't want to be in the house anymore with Desmond. There was a lot of issues with the stepson and his mother. And KIARA was just feeling like, I guess she was feeling like she wasn't being appreciated by Desmond, and he didn't appreciate her worth, and just, you know, a lot of things. And I also, my personal belief is KIARA was longing to be around her family. She missed being around her family. If you know anything about being in the military, being a part of the military wife, military husband, you move a lot. And for people who are, brought up closely with their family, you can experience a lot of separation anxiety. And from my understanding, KIARA is very close to her family. Okay. So her sister lives in Virginia, and she seems to have a very close relationship with her sister. Her mother and father, I believe, live in New York, but I think her father just moved in with her. So it's KIARA, her father, and KIARA's 2 kids, and they're in this, I believe it's a 2-bedroom apartment. And the kids are bunking with KIARA while the father has the room. Like I said, y'all, I'm just watching. Now, I don't watch KIARA a lot because when I have watched KIARA talk about her situation with Desmond, my opinion about KIARA is she wants people to understand where she's coming from as a woman. And we get it. But sis, we don't want to hear it 100 times, okay? And then we also don't want to hear it for 3 hours, okay? We do understand that you and your husband are not together. We do understand that y'all have children. We do understand that y'all have some disagreements with how things are going, how your separation is going, how your marriage went. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think sometimes KIARA wants to be back with Desmond, but she wants to be back with Desmond on her terms. She wants Desmond to accept her for who she is. And what woman doesn't? Desmond wants a different woman. Desmond says, he stated, because Desmond is in the military, he's a military man. He's been in the military for quite some time. And KIARA stated that Desmond treats her very militant, okay? Well, Desmond said the other day in his live, basically what he wanted was when he came home from work, he wanted the house clean. When he came home from work, he wanted food cooked. When he came home from work, he wants to feel like she's been productive. Okay. Being a stay-at-home mom, y'all, is difficult. Okay. It's very difficult. A lot of people feel like being a stay-at-home mom is not a job. But when you're a stay-at-home mom, it most definitely is a job, because not only are you managing the household, you are managing the children and everything that comes with it. It's a very hard job. And you have to understand, you have no interaction with people, other adults. It's just you and the kids all day long. And as me being stay-at-home mom, I get it. You need that adult interaction. Now, I believe that's why KIARA probably, gravitated towards YouTube. Okay, because that was her chance to, 1, be self-sufficient, bringing her own income, and 2, to be able to socialize with women that is in her same situation. Now, Desmond wasn't wrong for requiring those things. He wants his house clean. He wants food cooked. And you would have to understand, depending on what time he gets off, I would assume he gets home, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. By that time of the day, if you are a stay-at-home mom, most definitely food should already be cooked. You know what time your husband comes home from work. As a wife, those are your wifely duties. That's what you signed up for, to take care, manage the home. And managing the home is ensuring that meals are prepared and they're prepared timely. I'm gonna be honest with you. If all I got to do is make sure you eat, food is ready when you come through the door, no problem, sir. Especially if you are the one bringing the food into the home. Now, I would assume because KIARA has income and Desmond has income, they both, when they were living together, more than likely helped contribute to the household. Desmond said he wanted his house clean. Well, y'all, it's obvious that he said that because it probably was some times that he came home and his house wasn't as clean as he felt like it should be. You do have to understand, when you're dealing with a military man, yeah, they are programmed to be very neat, organized. My father was, I believe that's where I inherited from him and my mom. Although my father was retired military, but he just ruled his house with that military mindset. Now, don't get me wrong, my father wasn't super militant, but there were certain things that he required. When you get out the bed in the morning, he want the beds made. He want, closets straightened out. He just wanted his house ran properly when we were all living under the same roof. And then when my mom and dad got divorced, you know, my mother required the same things because that's just how she was brought up. Well, y'all, I guess KIARA feel like maybe Desmond picking on her. I don't know. Okay. But all I can say is, as a wife, like, sis, those are your wifely duties. Yeah, he's not telling you anything wrong. Maybe his deliverance is not as approachable, but he, you know, don't give him a reason to tell you or to ask of those things, because at the end of the day, that's already understood. Now, we do understand, if you don't know, Desmond is much older than KIARA, I think by 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. KIARA is still in her, like, mid-20s, I believe. So I do understand that KIARA has somewhat of a younger mindset than Desmond, you know, and then also the military has probably groomed him a lot as well. So a lot of the things he talks about and experience, KIARA hasn't experienced that. So maybe she just doesn't relate. So you guys, moving the story forward, they've been back and forth. Desmond would come visit KIARA and the kids. You know, a lot of KIARA, she basically wants Desmond to come there to visit the kids. And I don't know, it seems like it's always some type of hesitation when he wants her to come to Texas so he can see the kids. Guys, last summer, Desmond got her car repossessed because he wasn't able to keep paying for it. And instead of being a man and just telling her, look, I can't afford this car note. If you want this car, you're going to have to take the note over. He decided to let the car get repossessed and didn't even tell the girl. Now, Desmond, you get a 0 for that. Okay. But, you know, at the end of the day, KIARA was able to rebound that and she was able to get her own car. You know, a lot of me feels like, you guys, KIARA still wants the privileges of being a wife, but not living the wife role. Okay? You can't have your cake and eat it too, sis. You either gonna be the wife in the house, or you not gonna be the wife outside the house. Now, also last summer, KIARA was able to see that Desmond was bringing women to the house. Okay. She said a house that she still helped pay bills on, which I didn't understand that. I'm thinking to myself, sis, if you have moved all the way to Virginia and got your own building, the bills in that house, if you're not residing there and your kids are not there, yeah, that's not your concern. But anyway, that's her money. So she was able, they had one of those Ring doorbells where you can have the video camera on it, you guys. She was able to see him approaching a house with a woman. Desmond proceeded to let her know that was a roommate. She felt like that wasn't a roommate. So, y'all, that was a whole look. Okay? At the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out why these two adults are arguing back and forth on YouTube. Y'all, they do videos about each other, subliminal messages, videos back and forth. They do community posts. And all I'm trying to figure out is, I do understand y'all both got cell phones. Like, a lot of me feels like KIARA wants people to be on her side, her subscribers on her side. Desmond wants the subscribers to be on his side. And at the end of the day, people are going to side with you guys. And then also people are going to agree with you guys collectively. And I just feel like if y'all are not going to be married and living under the same roof, then you guys need to separate the ties that bind. Now, they're separated and they are talking divorce, but they've been talking divorce, y'all, for 2 years, okay? And it hasn't happened yet. I think a lot of Desmond doesn't want to let KIARA go entirely because that's a little leverage for him. I believe KIARA loves Desmond, but she doesn't like the way he treats her. She wants him to change. She wants Desmond to have sympathy or empathy for her, and he doesn't for whatever reason. Desmond just feel like the things that I ask you, I want you to do them. You know, Desmond said he wants her to, you know, do more for herself than YouTube. Well, for right now, YouTube is a career for her. If she's making money and if she's making enough money to support herself in Virginia, then she's doing okay. Now, do understand KIARA is in her mid-20s, and nothing is ever wrong with getting additional education, because one thing about it, they can't never take your education from you, but they most definitely can suspend your YouTube channel. Okay? So, but again, that's something KIARA has to want to do. Desmond can't insist or insinuate that she needs to do those things, because at the end of the day, she is who she is, right? Now, I do understand being a husband and wife. You guys are a couple. You're a team. Y'all mirror each other. And I guess Desmond feel like, you know, he has a career as being in the military, and he wants her to have something additional besides being in YouTube. But what Desmond has to understand is the type of woman that he's wanting, obviously KIARA is not it. Okay? So the things that you are wanting in a woman, she's not giving it to you. So what you need to do, instead of you keep trying to build her, you might just need to go find you a whole new foundation and start from scratch, you know, because the back and forth, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, but it's what they're hurting the kids. Y'all, right now, the kids don't know what's going on. Jericho, KIARA's oldest child, he knows a little bit more. I mean, he knows his dad's not there, but the little baby girl, I think her name is Kalila. She don't know, because when KIARA left that man, that little girl was an infant. So she don't know, you know, so it's not really affecting her right now, or them right now. But in a few years, when Jericho's like 8, 9 years old, and he's more conscious to what's going on, yes, it's going to affect them. You guys, at this point, I think Desmond needs to stop trying to prove a point. Okay? Desmond wants people to be on his side. He wants people to agree with him. And at the end of the day, Desmond's subscribership is primarily women. And a lot of the women understands him, and a lot of women was like, Desmond, you being a little too harsh. But at the end of the day, Desmond should not want acceptance from people who are not affiliated with his life. Like, these people are no reflection of your life. They're just watching your channel, and they're giving you thoughts and opinions about your content. KIARA the same way. She wants people to sympathize or empathize with her because Desmond is not being the man that she wants him to be. And in some ways we feel that, and in some ways it's just like, sis, we get it. You should get it. Sis, move on. Now, I guess here recently, KIARA went on a date. And she felt like it was okay for her to go on a date because Desmond had a woman come into his house. Well, yes, it is okay. But I think the more of you putting that on your channel was more to show Desmond, making him jealous. That's my personal opinion. And of course, Desmond is a man, and he was jealous. He can say what he wants to, but he was feeling some type of way about her being with another man. And she said that she didn't sleep with the man. At the end of the day, sis, if you did or if you didn't, we can't control it. Desmond can't even control it. So we definitely can't control it. I really feel like if KIARA is trying to date, she needs to do it off of YouTube. She doesn't need to introduce anybody on her YouTube channel until she's unintroduced herself to Desmond. I think KIARA is afraid of Desmond moving on. I think Desmond is afraid of her moving on too. But what y'all got to understand is, if y'all not going to be good together, you most definitely going to be better apart. And both of y'all need to realize that y'all are not coming to a common ground. Y'all keep going around and around in a circle. You're giving YouTube all this free entertainment about your lives, and it's not fair to you all. I'm gonna put the kids to the side for a minute. It's not fair to you guys. It's not fair to y'all to keep sensationalizing the problems in your marriage. And obviously, if this was going to be a marriage, it would still be a marriage. And it's been 2 years that y'all been separated. Y'all, my personal opinion is, a lot of me feel like KIARA don't want to separate from that man entirely because of the military benefits. As long as she's his wife, she's privileged to those benefits. And I think Desmond knows that too, and he uses that as leverage over her head. Y'all, they go back and forth about who cheating on who. And at the end of the day, y'all not cheating with nobody because y'all are separated. Y'all live in 2 different states in 2 different houses. And if y'all are really that concerned with who's dating who, then y'all need to be together. But what KIARA also got to understand is she has to be the woman, okay? And she has to understand that Desmond has a career in Texas. He's in the service. And she just can't expect for him to pick up and leave Texas to come to Virginia or New York. Now, he probably could ask for a transfer, but Desmond also owns a home in Texas. So, that means he would have to sell his home and relocate to New York or Virginia or whatever. And I just feel like, because Desmond is the one with the career, and his career can move him anywhere, I think KIARA doesn't really want that life in a sense. Like, she wants the label, but she doesn't want the life because she feels comfortable being around her family. She doesn't like not being around her family. Well, KIARA, that's what happens when you date a military man and then marries a military man and have children with a military man. Whenever his job moves him, sis, you got to go with him. That's your duty as his wife. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I think Desmond needs to stop doing lives about him and KIARA's situation. If Desmond doesn't have anything else to talk about, then he might not even need to come on his YouTube channel. I think Desmond needs to respect the fact that this girl has feelings and she's hurt and confused. I think KIARA also needs to respect the fact that she needs to either piss or get off the pot. If you want to literally move on and stop trying to make Desmond see it in your eyes when he's clearly not trying to see it. It's like, sis, you wasting your time. Why not spend the time that you trying to make Desmond see things in your eyes? Why not put that energy into a man that you don't have to force? He's just going to do it naturally. Like, why not put your energy into that? Unless you truly still love Desmond, you want to be back with Desmond, then if you truly love Des and you want to be back with Des, then you need to take Des for who he is. Desmond, same for you. If you still have love for KIARA and you want your family back, then you need to take KIARA for who she is, and then you all together grow together. Desmond, you help KIARA grow, and KIARA, you help Desmond grow. Like, that's what, y'all, that's a relationship. A relationship is compromise. And it seems like these two are not compromising. And I think where KIARA gets upset is Desmond tells her things off the camera, behind the scenes. He says things to her to make it sound promising for them to reconcile. And then he gets on his channel and it's a different tune, right? So what KIARA needs to stop doing is she needs to stop having those type of conversation with Desmond. And those conversations that she has with Desmond needs to be strictly about the children. If it's not about the children, they don't need to talk. If y'all not going to be an adult and really rationalize and find and definitively say we are going to be together or we're not going to be together, then y'all need to stop talking because y'all are confusing the whole situation. I do understand KIARA feels some type of way about Desmond visiting with the children by himself. But sis, if you thought enough of that man to birth children with him and marry him, like if you felt like he was worthy enough to birth children with, and also say I do too, then why you can't trust him to be a father to his children without you being involved? Like, that shouldn't be a joint package. He should able to be father those children without you in the equation. I mean, you're mothering the children without him there. So why can't he father the children without you being involved? Like, that's only fair. Desmond says a lot that she brings up a lot of how he was raised. And I guess she feels like she came from a better upbringing about being raised than he did. So I guess she feel like the way he was raised, it would influence the way he would raise his children. And KIARA, that's not fair. There's a lot of people that come from dysfunctional situations, and because they did come from dysfunctional upbringing, they managed to change that bringing up their own children. So you cannot use that leverage against him, because at the end of the day, yes, you are the mother to those children, but you are not the judge and the jury, sis. You most definitely are not. You have to allow that man to father those children by himself, just like you mother them by yourself. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. It's a whole hot mess. Y'all let me know. I know there's some KIARA fans that's going to come over here and feel like I was gunning for that girl, and I'm not gunning for her. I mean, at the end of the day, it's being a woman and it's being an adult, and I'm coming to her as an adult, and I'm coming to Desmond as an adult. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I most definitely will see y'all in the next video. Remember, sub what you love. Bye-bye.
Yeah.